Want to talk about RFK Jr.?
Yeah, sure.
Of course you do, because he was on the Hill again, lighting up Patty Murray to her face, letting her know how much he thinks she's kind of an idiot. He let loose on the Democrat from Washington, the Senator Patty Murray, earlier today as she hurled accusations at him for several minutes. During a Senate Appropriations Committee hearing, Murray accused Kennedy of unlawfully stripping funding from HHS initiatives. After sitting quietly while the senator lambasted him, he snapped. And here is a little bit of what he said to her. Here, let's go with cut number 10. Cut number 10, RFK, basically calling Patty Murray a liar. Cut 10.
Okay, and you said last week, quote, we were not cutting thousands of scientists, we are not cutting clinical trials, but I want you to know in the last 4 months, you fired or pushed out nearly 5,000 NIH staff and terminated more than 1,600 NIH grants. That includes more than 240 clinical trials across the country. So whose decision was it to fire scientists and terminate these NIH grants and the clinical trials?
Senator, I don't trust your information with all due respect. You told me 3 days ago or 4 days ago that we had cut a clinical trial in your state, and what you said turned out to be completely untrue, and you knew it was untrue because you corresponded with Jay Bhattacharya before
Madam
that.
Chairman, I will answer that. It shouldn't take me, first of all, raising an issue with you face to make sure NIH is working its way through this. The woman that was in question, as I clarified to you at the last committee, was qualified for a clinical trial, unlike you stated. So
Untrue. Untrue.
No, that is true.
Untrue. She qualified this week. We shouldn't be talking about patients' private information.
I agree.
Anyway.
And let's leave that. And I will just say your staff didn't get back to me till 45 minutes ago.
We have the emails. We have the emails from your staff 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you were corresponding. What you said you knew was untrue when you said it.
Yeah. So there you have it. Of course, President Donald Trump and Kennedy have pledged to make America healthy again and address various health conditions, such as getting Americans to increase their intake of more healthier food and reduce obesity. Here he is ripping into the senator again, cut number 2, over the health of the country. Cut number 2.
Senator, I want to point out that in 2021, at the beginning of his administration, President Biden submitted his budget on May. You know what? You made an accusation of me, and I'm going to answer it.
Okay, I appreciate
May 28th, he submitted his budget. So our budget. We're a new administration.
Okay, you can.
And I also want to point out.
I have just 2 minutes left. I asked you a specific.
I want to point out something, Senator. You presided here, I think, for 32 years. You presided over the destruction of the health of the American people.
Well,
our people are now the sickest people in the world.
Seriously,
because you have not done your job.
Seriously. That is an
What have you done about it? What have you done about the epidemic of chronic disease?
Mr. Secretary,
what have you done about the epidemic of chronic disease?
Seriously, Madam
Secretary, I would ask it to hold back and let the senator ask the questions.
I would say not to hold back. That's exactly how these people need to be treated.
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly.
This is why Trump's cabinet's been fantastic.
Got to push back.
Pushing back against these losers. In all of these hearings,
good for them.
and doing what they need to do. All of them have been great. Rubio, Kennedy, Noem. In these hearings, they've all pushed back against the Democrat propaganda and gaslighting as hard as they should be. I think they've all been really good.
Yeah, and again, a lot of them are, they're doing what what the president wants them to do, which is great. It's the people in Congress that I think are the problem, that we're having the most issues with, because they don't want the gravy train to end. They like all the money that they steal from us in taxes. They love using it for their little pet projects where they grease their friends and their friends grease them right back.